All right, we're gonna go into my PS4 collection next here, and I have almost 100 games physically. With PS4, it's gonna be kind of weird because I do have a lot of digital games. Because what I was doing is, if the digital game came out of a physical game that I had already, I would end up selling or trading in the physical game. I know that's not really future-proofing my collection, and I just, you know, it started collecting games again like in 2019. So I figured, PS4 games will be cheap in 5-10 years, and I can re-get all those physical games before I have to ever worry about Sony doing away with my digital copies, because I am a physical media guy. And just like with my PS3 collection, which will be the next one, you can get PS3 games for really cheap right now. So I imagine that's going to be the case with PS4 in the next 5 to 10 years. And then I'll probably stack up on every PS4 game known to mankind. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through my 90 or so physical games real quick here. Like I said, I've been starting to go back and recollect those. Then I will go to my 325 digital PS4 games, but I'm going to try and make this video pretty quick, so I'm not going to obviously talk about every one of these games. I mean, I've not played nowhere near all 325 digital games, so we're going to speed through those for sure. We're probably going to speed through a lot of these too, because I have that collector bug in me where sometimes I just, I see something for a cheap or good deal, and then I get one game of say Far Cry, and then I want to have every Far Cry ever made for every system. And have I ever played a Far Cry game? Do I even know if I like Far Cry? I don't know, but that's the weird collector in me. But yeah, let's get started. I do have some games up here. I guess we could go through those first. We already talked about these on my PS5. I've got the Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age Steelbook version, which was pretty nice. And then I've got Doom Steelbook here, the Order 1886 Steelbook, and this is Far Cry New Dawn, I think is what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Guess I should. Primal. Oh my gosh. New Dawn is the other one. Once again, never played a Far Cry game, so. But the Steelbook was cool looking, so I got it. All right, not counting those, let's go through these real quick here. Like I said, we're going to go pretty quick because a lot of these I have never played, don't even know. Sometimes, like this game, I will see the artwork and get it and have no intention of playing it. Collector's edition. I don't even know how to say that. And it looks kind of Minecrafty. Aria. I don't know. Anthem is pretty funny. I've got it on its Steelbook and the game. I think I bought this when it first came out, and I was so excited. Like a lot of people, the demo that they showed off at one of the E3s or something, everybody lost their mind, thought it was going to be the next big thing, and it really wasn't. I did play it for a while, though, when it first came out. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I tried to play this a while back because, like I said in my PS5 video, I was really into Assassin's Creed, the first 3 games. And then I don't know what happened. Come PS4 time, I just quit playing, and I've never been able to get back into it. And everybody says this is like the best Assassin's Creed. And I think I played like an hour of it, and I wasn't like blown away. But so with that in mind, here's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Never played it. I do like that Troy Greek god style game, so maybe that's the next Assassin's Creed I should try, but I never tried it. Origins, that one's still sealed. I guess we're going to the pyramids, Egypt, for that one. Then I've got Assassin's Creed Unity limited edition. I have no idea what this one is. Maybe French. I don't know. Astria Ascending. I think this was a GameStop. I've talked about this before. Well, I'll go in GameStop and I have that stupid $5 coupon, and I'll just try and find something to spend the $5 on. And this one is an RPG, it looks like, with a PS5 upgrade, so that's probably why I grabbed it. Battle Chasers. I'm not sure what this is. Usually with all these games, I will look and read about them. It's a turn-based JRPG. See, that's kind of my cup of tea, so that probably was enough to sell me on it. Borderlands 3. So I played a lot of Borderlands 1 and 2 back in the day. Borderlands 3, I waited and waited and waited for crossplay. I don't think it ever happened, now that I'm thinking about it, because I do remember getting this on the Epic Game Store on PC, and I tried to play it with some friends, and no one liked it. And we probably got 2 hours in it, and that's about it. Shame, because I did love Borderlands back in the day. I bought this upgraded version of Infinite Warfare. This is one of the Call of Duties that they didn't do on PlayStation Plus for free for some reason. And yet, it's one of my favorite ones. I love Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I liked all the Call of Duties that were like the newer sci-fi ones with the jetpacks and the wall running, and they were super fast-paced. When they switched over to the slower Modern Warfare World War II, that's when I started being like, I don't like this new Call of Duty. Although we are starting to get really fast-paced again with Modern Warfare 3. This is the regular Modern Warfare, like I said. I know there was a lot of people that really loved this game, and I was kind of like, I don't know. And the rest of the Call of Duties, there's a good example right there. I only have 2 physical Call of Duties because a lot of them I did have physically, and they came out on PS Plus for free, so I ended up getting rid of them. And I probably will get them back eventually one day. This is a game I really wanted to play, man. This is bringing me back. This is probably because it's even got the little purple Black Friday sticker on it. I probably got this last Black Friday or a couple Black Fridays ago. I liked Crash back in the day. And I remember when this came out, I was like, ooh, that looks really cool. I want to play Crash again. And as you can tell, it's still sealed. So maybe one day. I did play this new remastered, rebooted version of Crash Team Racing when it first came out. We played it a lot. We like the kart racers, my family, so we will definitely give those a go. That was fun. Still go back to our same beach buggy ones. I haven't played that one in a while. Cyberpunk. I'm so excited for this game too. This came out right before the PS5 launched, and I remember installing this on my PS5 and playing a good chunk. I think I made it about halfway through the story, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait until they do the patch. And classic me, I never went back and beat it. I think I reinstalled this on the PlayStation 5 and got the patch and everything, and I was gonna do it and have it. One day I will go back and finish it because I heard it's much better now. Not as many glitches as there was at launch, although I didn't really have any glitches on PS5 a whole lot. This is another who knows kind of game. It's kind of like God of War, like a knockoff God of War. A sealed Final Fantasy game. I'm a sucker for Final Fantasy, so I have no idea what this is. It's not a mainline Final Fantasy game, so it's some kind of spin-off or something, which usually it's sealed. Maybe one day I'll crack it open. I don't even know if it's one of the good ones or not. Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. I have not played a Dragon Ball Z game since like the PS2 days. But it's like if I see a Dragon Ball Z fighting game, I grab it. I loved Dragon Ball Z when I was in high school, middle school, high school. So kind of calls it. I tried this game, Dragon Quest 12, on my PS4 or my PS5 too. Like in the first launch year of it, I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I didn't put very much into it, but I tried it. Then Dragon Quest Builders, I think this is like their take on a Minecraft type situation. And I think there's a second version of this that I probably need to get. My OCD. I shouldn't be doing this actually because dreams. So like Little Big Planet, this is from the creators of Little Big Planet. This seemed just way, because I never even liked Little Big Planet, building things in Little Big Planet. I always just played other people's stuff. This looked so intense and so like too much for me. Like I'm not creative enough to create these games. But I did get this at like a pawn shop one day, and I was like, oh, maybe you can go on and play other people's stuff like you could in Little Big Planet. But I never put it in and tried it. And it's crazy that Media Molecule, like, is this all they've been doing for like the last 10 years? Because I haven't heard anything from them since Dreams, which is kind of weird. Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. And this has the PS5 upgrade too. I heard this game was kind of bad, but I've got it. I thought this was super cool. Duke Nukem 20th anniversary. I think this is a remaster of the original Duke Nukem 3D. It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Played this on Windows back in the day. Unless this is a new Duke Nukem, which I don't think it is. And it looks like the OG Duke Nukem, which I'm a sucker for getting remastered old games just to have them. Dying Light, I heard this game was pretty cool, and I know there's another one of these, but I've never played it. As I'm doing this, all these games, I'm like, oh, that would be good, but my backlog is already so full. Have no idea what this is. Had an anime character on it. Probably had some cool, side-scrolling dungeons. Yeah, sounds kind of cool. Family Feud, we did play this. I like the party games, the couch co-op kind of games. We played this. It was pretty fun. Right? I remember having fun playing that one. Back to never played a Far Cry, but I wanted to get them all. Far Cry 5 looks kind of cool. And then Far Cry New Dawn, which is what I thought that steelbook up there was. So this, to me, looks like Far Cry Primal, but like with kids, maybe? Although this is a post-apocalyptic frontier. I don't know. I don't even know what Far Cry is about these days. I'm going to guess that the New Dawn and Primal are spinoffs of the OG Far Cry franchise. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Finally, we get to a Fizzle game where I played, completed. I even bought the expansion for this, played it and completed. Loved this. Of course, I love the original Final Fantasy VII. And this game, I was really blown away by. It's so different. And when you're first into it and you're like, whoa, we are changing a lot. And also, this is like a small part of the original Final Fantasy VII. But now that I know that we're getting sequels and things, that made it a lot better. And it's just its own thing. If you want to play the OG Final Fantasy VII, you can go back and play the OG Final Fantasy VII. But if you want to play this new one, which is fun, I highly recommend it. A remaster of two classics, X and X2. Played them both back in the PS2 days. I have not played the remasters. One day I will. I've been thinking about going back and playing older Final Fantasies. Never played Final Fantasy VI. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy. I loved these Grand Theft Autos back in the PS2 days. Of course, bought this when it came out. Have not played it since. I think I did install it maybe, or maybe my daughter wanted to play one of them and she installed it, I think is what happened. I heard it wasn't very good at first, but maybe they've patched it better again. But always nice to have a copy of those games that you can play on the newer systems. All right, Hellblade. This one, I haven't played this, but I did play Heavenly Sword, which is the same people behind this. I heard the next one is going to be an Xbox exclusive, but I heard this is a weird game. I liked Heavenly Sword. I even liked their game after Heavenly Sword. I forget what it was called. That it bombed, but I really liked it too. So I do remember getting this thinking, oh, this looks like my kind of game, but I also heard it's kind of weird. This is in the backlog for sure. I have this on my actual official backlog list. Same with this one. It Takes Two. Me and my daughter played the Sackboy games, and this was recommended for us to play next, and we just never got around to it. She's in college now and doesn't ever want to have time to play games with me, so one day we may play this game, because I do like a good co-op game. Katamari Damacy Reroll. I loved Katamari Damacy back in the old days, and this is like a reboot of it or a remaster. I'm not sure. I haven't actually played this one, but looked kind of cool. Moving right on, Kazi and the Wild Mask. This looks like a cool little platformer that I have never played. I've never played this Killzone. I played the older Killzones on PS3. This was a launch title for the PS4, and I heard it's not that bad. So one day I probably will try that out. Alrighty, Kingdom Hearts 3. Never played Kingdom Hearts. You would think I would, as much as Final Fantasy I like, and one day I will. But of course, I'm not going to start with 3. I'm going to go back and play them all. So it's on my backlog, but I mean, that's a dream for the future. Last of Us Part 2. This copy is sealed. So this is one of those ones where I bought it, played it, loved it. For some reason, I didn't have it again, so I rebought it, sealed. And then now, the best part is I just heard they're going to re-release this on PS5. And I'll probably get it, because then I'll have Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 on PS5. And then maybe if we get a Part 3 in the PS5 generation, I could have all 3 on the newest console. But this game was good. It's not as good as the first game, but I did enjoy it. And I do want to replay it at some point in time. I probably will when that PS5 version comes out. This is some kind of defense tower game, if I remember correctly, which I do like those kind of games. I've never played that one, though. Avengers, God, I hated this game. This is one I should have sold, and still have. Yeah, that game was not fun. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I played some of the older Mass Effects. This is a collection of all 3, and I was going to go back and I can't remember which one I played. I feel like I only played one of them, and I did like and play and beat one of them. I just can't remember which one it was. It probably was like 3. Micro Machines. I like car racing games, so I haven't tried this one yet. This might be the next one that I try. I don't know if that's got very good reviews, though, or not. Minecraft. I have tried to play Minecraft many a times. My daughter still, to this day, plays this game on my PS5 with this copy. I don't know. I just can't get into it. But she freaking loves it. She plays it nonstop. Monopoly. We've played this. It's just a digital version of the board game. Like I said, couch co-op games. I won't say we've played it a ton. Mortal Kombat 11. This is a recent pickup. I got this steelbook for super cheap on like a sale, one of those best GameStop buy 2 get 2 deal type things. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat in a long time, but I loved this steelbook, so of course I had to get it. I like steelbooks. Okami HD. I played this game back in the PS2 days, and I thought, oh, this would be cool to have a cool updated version of it. Have not tried it on the PS4. Got a sealed copy. Oh no, it's not sealed. One Way Heroes. I don't know. This was like a dungeon crawling, but then it said it was a roguelike, which I'm not a big roguelike guy, but this was the sealed game. New Super Lucky Tales, which I heard was actually pretty good. Another platformer. Sometimes in a platformer mood, and then I'll just come over here and pick one of these random platformers that I've bought and try it out. Nier Automata. This was a game recommended to me by someone. It looks like my kind of game. It is on my backlist, and I know there's another one, Nier Replicant, which I also have. I don't remember which one's which. One's like a remaster, one's like a sequel, I think. Need to check those out. Ni no Kuni. I played the first one on PS3. And then I bought this because I was thinking, ooh, that sounds cool. I don't even remember if I beat the first one or not. So probably need to go back and play those. I got this on Black Friday a couple years ago. I loved Power Rangers as a kid. So I was like, ooh, a Power Rangers game. And it had decent reviews. And then I never tried it. Probably need to try that. And this may be one that I actually have on PS Plus too. A lot of these might be. Project High Rise, I played a ton of this on PC. When I saw they had a console version, I grabbed it. I think this, and I have it installed too. I don't think I've played it on PlayStation a whole lot, but it's one of those games that I do like. It's kind of just like a relaxing time waster kind of game for me. I love City Skylines, so it's kind of like that. Risk of Rain 2, I think I got this at like Five Below for $5. Looked kind of cool. Sealed. Don't know. Road Rage. This game, no, I'm thinking of Road Redemption. I haven't tried this one yet. I like Road Rash, and there's a lot of weird Road Rash knockoffs, and so that's probably why I got that. This one we tried recently. I tried with my uncle because I love Road Rash, and this was awful. Don't recommend this one, and I think Road Rage has a worse review than this one, so not good. All right, we are in the last section here of the physical games. We've got Rogue Stormers. Have no idea again what this is. It's couch co-op. That was what sold it for me there. Like a lot of these games, if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, play this game, give me like a good reason why to play it. I just got this at Best Buy the other day. I went to Best Buy and got some deals, and I've never played this, but they had this marked down to like $10, and I haven't broken the seal yet, but I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the movie, and I heard the Netflix show is coming out, and then now I've got the game. This was my never-ending. I buy Sonic games. This one I never even played. I have not been into Sonic in so long. I don't know why I keep buying the games. I played Frontier or whatever the last one was and didn't like it very much. Never played that one. Soul Calibur 6. Oh, Soul Calibur back in the day was the game. This one I played a little bit. Not quite as good as the older ones, but I put a lot of time into like Soul Calibur 3 or 3-ish, maybe 2. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I was not the biggest Spyro fan. I know that's a blasphemy from some people, but I got this because I was like, oh, it's all 3 games remastered. I could try it again. But I haven't broke the seal yet on it, so one day I will. Stardew Valley, I freaking love this game. This is the collector's edition too. I played a lot of this on PC. I haven't played a lot on PS4, but once again, it was one of those things where like, oh yeah, I'm going to get the physical disc version of this game to play one day when I'm bored on PS4. This was another 5 below game. Looked kind of cool. I think this one is one that there's like some accessories or something or figurines that go with it, but I do remember on here it says you don't have to have that to play it. It actually doesn't have bad reviews if I remember correctly, but never tried it. This is one of the Star Oceans I never tried, but I can't remember if this is one of the good reviewed ones or not. Maybe I need to try this when I get done. I'm currently playing Star Ocean, the second story R. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, great game. I loved this game. It's hard, but really fun. And yes, I've played Survivor. It was in my other collection video. This is better than Survivor. Now we're into the Tales games. I haven't played any PS4 Tales, so I'm going to get that out of the way. Tales of Berseria. I've got Tales of Symphonia Remastered. This is a new pickup because this is actually a PS3 game. Maybe this is a PS2 game remastered for the PS4. Tales of Vesperia and Tales of Zestiria. I have them all. I have every Tales game, I think, pretty much, especially on the Sony side of things. One day I'll be in a Tales mood and I'm just going to pick one random one to play because I do like some JRPGs. Tiny Troopers, Joint Ops. I don't know, this kind of reminded me of like Army Men, if I remember correctly, so I picked it up, but haven't played it. I've got Tom Clancy's The Division and Tom Clancy's The Division 2. I played a little bit of this on PC, not a whole lot. I think they're working on the third one and a like online free-to-play version. Who knows? Maybe I'll get back into that. Tokyo Xanadu. Who knows? Is another one of those where it was a, anime people, JRPG looking, and I picked her up. This is a cool little collection. The Trine collection. You got Trine 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Never played them, but it looked cool, and I like when you bundle a game on on the new system, old game, you're gonna get my money because I'm a sucker for it. Especially if it's got good reviews, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I want that. Will I ever play it? Who knows? But Valhalla Hills, don't know, man. Build Your Own Viking Village. I do like city builders, so that's probably what called me to this one. Like, I just got Anno 1800. It might be the next city builder I try. Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered, the OG. Played this on PS3. I've not played this remastered version, but it was a steelbook, which I liked. So, of course, I had to get it. And then I have not played Valkyrie Chronicles 4. It is on my backlog. And I also am wondering what happened to Valkyrie Chronicles 2 and 3, because I don't remember ever seeing those. But who knows? Maybe it's one of those weird, they came out in Japan and not in America things. Wargroove, love this game. This is another game I played a ton on PC. Saw the physical version for PS4. I don't think I've ever played it on PS4, but there's a sequel to this now. And I don't think I've gotten it yet. Right. Watch Dogs. I played a ton of this. I think this was a launch game for the PS4. Yeah. I did like this. I thought this was going to be the Grand Theft Auto killer. It was not as good as that, but I did really like the original Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2 I never played. And same with the new Watch Dogs Legion. I never played it either. Maybe one day. I do have them, just in case I ever want to. Witcher, Wild Hunt, never played these either. I heard they're pretty great. And I did like Cyberpunk. So one day, I love the show on Netflix. Maybe one day I'll try it out. And then finally on the physicals, I have this sealed copy of Yakuza Like a Dragon. I've never played a Yakuza game. I know there's a ton of them. But this is just another one that who knows if I'll ever play it or not. So a lot of who knows if I'll never play it. I think the digitals will go a lot faster. And we will switch to those now. All right, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every one of these. I'll just show them to you and talk about the ones that I actually played or have some kind of meaning to me. Alien Nation, that's a good Housemarque game that I've been playing with my uncle. Really fun. I played a ton of Dead Nation, and this is like the kind of sort of sequel to that. They're not like groundbreaking or anything, but they're like top-down twin shooter, like horde mode kind of games, and they're fun. Anthem, we talked about that already. Yeah, Apex Legends. I have never tried Apex Legends, so it's kind of a weird one. I'm not even sure how that got on there. Maybe I installed it once. Assassin's Creed Freedom, I don't know about that one. Batman Telltales. Okay, so Batman Arkham Knight. So I can't remember. So it was Arkham Asylum. I never played that one. Arkham City. I did play that one. And maybe that was a PS3 version because it doesn't look like I own it. And then I did play Arkham Knight. And it looks like it became a PS Plus game. I like the Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Matter of fact, a lot of people hate on Arkham Knight. I liked it. Yeah, this car stuff was dumb, but I really liked it. I am looking forward to their next game, but it's Suicide Squad and it's been pushed a bunch, and who knows. Battlefield games, I've always hated those. I tried them a couple times, but I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm a Call of Duty guy. Beach Buggy Racing, this was the thing I was talking about, where it's like our go-to kart racing game on the PlayStation. It's not really a PlayStation game. I think they have it on Steam and stuff too. And they have a Beach Buggy Racing 2 that we play on Steam for our couch co-op kart racing game. Very chaotic. It's like Mario Kart, but on speed. Beyond Two Souls, I've never played that. Let's see. BioShock, I played the first BioShock a little bit. Could never get into it. So here I have the BioShock Collection and BioShock Infinite, which is cool. Blacklight Retribution, that was one of those free-to-play games on the launch of PS4 when everybody got their PS4s and there was like hardly anything to play on it. And so I remember playing that game, and it was like a knockoff Call of Duty kind of game. Bloodborne, I do remember trying that game, but I think it was too much for me. I got the Handsome Collection for Borderlands, which I think is like Borderlands, the prequel and 2 or something. I can't even remember. It's like a weird collection. And we'll get into, I've never played Broken Age. That has always looked cool to me. Our Call of Duties. This is, of course, I think it's got one of the PS4 Call of Duties in there. I'm not sure. I just told it to only show me PS4 games, but that's the Modern Warfare 3 logo. Black Ops 4, not my favorite Black Ops, but Black Ops 3 I still play. I played this very recently. I love Black Ops 3. Cold War, we talked about that on PS4, although that was a PS5 game, so I'm not sure why that's showing up in here. I know it was cross-platform, but I didn't have the PS4 version. Infinite Warfare, we talked about that. I have a physical copy. Modern Warfare was okay. These were remasters of the old two Modern Warfares. Vanguard I didn't like. World War II I didn't like very much. City Skylines, I played that a ton on PC. And I also just bought City Skylines 2, although I'm gonna give it 6 months because it's pretty buggy. Contrast, I remember playing that. That was another launch PS Plus game, or close to launch. Control I wanted to try. We had the Crash Insane trilogy, was cool to go with 4, which I played the old Crashes, but I haven't played the new remastered bundled trilogy there. Cyberpunk we've talked about. There's Dead Nation. Love me some Dead Nation. I have played Dead by Daylight too. It was okay. Not my favorite online game. Nothing else here. I tried DC Universe Online early in the PS4 years. I don't even know if that's still going on. I would be surprised if that's still going on. Let's see. None of the other ones are really. There's Dragon Quest, Dreams. So maybe I did install Dreams. Or no, I think Dreams was a PS Plus game, yeah. So I have a physical and PS Plus version of that. Dust always looked cool. I have not tried it though. Evil Dead, I feel like I played that game a little bit. I tried Fall Guys, wasn't super into it. Never played Fallout 4. I played a bunch of Fallout 3. I never played New Vegas, which I heard was supposedly the best one. Never played Fallout 4. I didn't play Fallout 1 or 2. Didn't play Fallout 76. So I am not doing good with my Fallout games. Family Feud. We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is good. Final Fantasy 15, I never liked that game. I couldn't get into it. It's too weird for me. It was like modern day, and I don't know. I didn't like that one. 12, I tried. I really did, because I've heard 12 has a good story, but gosh, the gameplay's so bad. I really gave it a good go on that one. I just couldn't get into it. The fight system, it's just like MMO, like old school, 20 years ago MMO fight system. And I don't like it. That's one of those ones I should just watch like a story video about. Oh, this is what happens in Final Fantasy 12. Just watch the whole story part of it. Because I don't think I'm ever going to will myself to play it. Fortnite, gosh, I put so many hours on Fortnite. I still play Fortnite to this day. Game of Thrones. I did play God of War, and that's why I don't own the physical copy of this, or I haven't played Ragnarok yet, is because I didn't play this until it became a PlayStation hit, which I think this was one that we got when we bought the PlayStation 5 as like their like welcome package. And I had not really played the old God of Wars, and this was so hyped up. I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was like the greatest game ever, like a lot of people do. So that's why I haven't played Ragnarok yet either, because I'm not paying $70 for something I'm just not that excited about. But I got God of War 3 Remastered too, which is sweet. And maybe those old ones will be more my cup of tea. What is this? Oh, Heavy Rain. Yeah, I've never played that. Here They Lie. I heard this is a cool game. Hollow Knight. Let me try that out someday. Hood. Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn. Once again, why is that showing up as a PS4 game? Can you play Horizon Forbidden West on PS4? I don't know. Anyways, Zero Dawn was great. I love that game. It's in my top 5 of the PS4 era. It was a great story. I love the open world. I love the setting, and you fighting the giant robots and stuff. I still don't know. I think I liked Forbidden West better than Zero Dawn. I like the story a little bit better. I haven't played the expansion for Forbidden West yet. I downloaded it, played like an hour of it, but I need to finish that. Infamous, another set of games that I would love to go back and play. I've never played an Infamous game. If I did, I can't remember it. Jurassic World Evolution 2. I didn't even realize I had that game. That's kind of cool, actually, because I loved the first one on PC, I don't know how this game would be on PlayStation, but it seems like a good kind of game for me to try out. Just Cause 3 and 4, I think I have the old ones in there on PS3. I've never played those. I always thought looked like Square Enix's version of Far Cry, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Knack, I remember trying that back in the day. That was an awful game. Got some Lego games there. Little Big Planet 3, we played a little bit of that. Once again, I like just playing people's levels. I'm not creative enough to make my own levels. I forgot I had the Mafia trilogy. I heard these games are really good. All right, Spider-Man. I talked about this a little bit on my PS5, but I loved Spider-Man on PS4 in 2018. It's my favorite game on PlayStation 4. I loved it. It made me cry. It was amazing. Great gameplay. New Miles Morales was good, but it was kind of like a half of a game, really. And then New Spider-Man 2 was really good too. I loved it. Played it in 2 weeks, beat it, and got everything done. But I still think the 2018 Spider-Man is the best. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, we talked about that. I guess that came to PS Plus. Interesting. So, the ones where I have it on both. Minecraft Dungeons, I think this is the PS Plus. That's the actual physical copy. Monopoly must have came to PS Plus. Got some of the NBA. I have been known to occasionally pop one of these in. Probably 2K16 was the last one I did that in. But it's cool that you get those every once in a while because I don't like to buy sports games. So it's cool. Like you could tell Sony gave us 2K16, they gave us 2K20, they gave us 2K23. So I guess the next one will be 2K26 or 27. It's just fine for me. Someone who doesn't play it a whole lot. Need for Speed Heat, I have not played. Same with Need for Speed Payback. I heard Heat was pretty good. I am playing the newest Need for Speed right now, Unbound. There's another All-Star Brawl, Nickelodeon knockoff. Smash Brothers. There's Neo 1 and 2. So I have those physical on PS5, I think, and I also have them digital PS4. Ollie Ollie World, Outlast, and Outlast 2. I love when they give you both of something. I don't know. It's probably my OCD kicking in, but Overcooked, played a ton of this back in the day, and then I have the Overcooked Complete Collection, or maybe that was a PS Plus for 5, yeah, because I don't think I have it physically. But talk about a family ruining relationship kind of game right there. It can be for sure. I've never played a Persona game. I heard I need to. Got some golf there. Oh, I did play Pixel Junk Shooters back in the day. That was a fun game. Plants vs. Zombies. I love the original Plants vs. Zombies and Plants vs. Zombies 2. These Garden Warfares, I tried them and I did not like them. It's their take on like a Call of Duty type game or whatever. PUBG, I hate PUBG. I tried it. I can't remember this Ratchet and Clank. I'm pretty sure I played it. I can't remember it for the life of me. I love the new one on PS5, but I can't remember that. I love Red Faction 2. This is actually one of the rare games that I think I bought because I love it so much, and I bought it digitally. I don't usually buy digital games. I'm physical media all the way. Resogun, like I said, this was, I think, the PS4's first PS Plus free game, and at the time there wasn't a lot to play on PS4, and I played the crap out of Resogun, and I loved that game. I remember it was fun. Tomb Raider, I played all the Tomb Raiders, maybe Rise, Rise is the only free one I have. I had Shadow on, I guess maybe that's a PS5 game. Or no, it's going to be later on down the list. That's what it is. So, yeah. Rise, I played. Maybe the original Tomb Raider I played on PS3. And Shadow, I played last. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next with that. Road Redemption, we talked about, was hot garbage. Sackboy was great. I haven't played that new Saints Row yet. Oh, yeah, that was a PS Plus game just here recently. But I have it physical. There's Shadow. I played it. I love the new Tomb Raiders. Probably, it's hard because I can't really remember because the original was on the PS3 day, but that's the one I remember the most because it was such a change for Tomb Raider and being kind of blown away. And then Shadow I remember because it's the most recent one I played like 2 or 3 years ago. Um, but it's a great trilogy. It's like, it's kind of weird because Uncharted feels like Tomb Raider, which now feels like Uncharted. So, fun games though. I like the story in those. Sonic Frontiers we talked about. Sonic Mania I think I gave a go back in the day. Spelunky I've tried a couple times. Spelunky. Oh, I loved Battlefront 2's campaign. I thought it was really good. It's short, but it was good. I even read the book before that. I was super excited about that. I played Battlefront 2 online for a little bit too, for a while, but I was awful at it and went back to Call of Duty pretty quickly. Squadrons was one I always wanted to try, and I think I have it on my Oculus too, or maybe it's on my Steam. I don't remember. I just never gotten around to try it, and that VR stuff makes me sick to my stomach, so it's hard for me to get into it. Stardew Valley, we talked about already. I think I've tried this game before. Nothing's really sticking out to me about it though. SteamWorld Dig is what I was talking about. Street Fighter 5. I haven't played Street Fighter. We played 2 on the Super Nintendo a long time ago. I do have that on my Super Nintendo, but since then, I think I remember playing 4 a little bit. I have not been into Street Fighter in a while. Super Meat Boy, I do remember playing that back in the day. Tales of Arise, we talked about on my PS5 collection. Team Sonic Racing, played that a bunch on PS3. And then they did this PS4 version, I think pretty soon after, which is this. It's the same game, if I remember correctly. Maybe this one's got better resolution or something. Or maybe it's a complete reboot. I can't really remember, but I do remember playing Team Sonic Racing a bunch because I like kart racing games. That's You. We played that a ton. Another couch co-op game. This one's cool because it's like the Jackbox games where you use your phone. You have to download an app to play it, but it's a fun little party game. It's got a bunch of little mini games and stuff that you do with it. Not played many of them, but Jackbox, speaking of Jackbox, it's the only one I have on here for some reason. Probably was free at some point in time. Actually, no, I guess I bought that game because it's not got the PS Plus logo next to it. Sims 4 is another one, weirdly, I have digitally bought at some point in time. I'm not sure why, because my daughter mainly plays it, and she plays it on PC with all the expansions and everything. I played Sims in the Sims 1 and 2 days. I have not played Sims since then. I need to get back into it. Let's see what else we got here. We are moving through. We're in the T's. We're about done here. Titanfall 2, love that game. That was fun back in the day. I wish we'd get another Titanfall. That's where one of the first games had wall running, if I remember correctly. Now they had it in Call of Duty. They had it in other games, but yeah, I remember that was awesome. Plus the mechs and everything. It was just a fun game. It's so cool at the time. And this one, Titanfall 2, was one that actually had a cool campaign too, whereas I think 1 didn't even have a campaign. I haven't played that random Tiny Tina game. Toe Jam and Earl, this is the Back in the Groove, another digital game I bought because I don't think this is available physically. I love the original Sega Genesis Toe Jam and Earl. This one I never could get very into. So, and this is like, what's that, 30 years later? And they tried to make it like the original, but just couldn't do it. Towerfall Ascension. Oh, man, did we play the heck out of that game. That's in my top 10 PS4 games. And I know you can get this on PC and stuff, but man, was that game fun. Couch co-op. We played the co-op. We played the battle game. I got a ton of trophies on this game. This game was free too. Never bought this game. Was free on PS Plus. And that's why I like PS Plus, because you play games that I never would have bought that or tried it, and it ended up being one of our favorite games. Same with Trackmania. That was another PS Plus game that we played a bunch back in the day. I think I tried Trials a couple times. One of the Trials may have been that one. Tribes of Midgar. Wow. I think that is a more recent PS Plus game. Tricky Tower is another game. I think we were waiting on something to install or update. We tried out Tricky Towers. Another fun party. I try to get other people into it. It's like a Tetris mini game battle kind of game where you compete against other people. Really fun. One of my favorites. Couch co-op games. We pop this in all the time and still play it to this day. It and Towerfall. Just sitting here talking about it's making me want to fire it up, take it over to my sister's house, and have some party game fun. It's been a couple months since we've played them. Twisted Metal Black. That was a PS2 game that I bought because I love Twisted Metal Black so much. The Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. That's PS5. I'm not sure why that's showing up here. I did get this game digitally. I think somebody had bought a PS4 and they gave me their code that came with it. Because my PS4, I got the launch PS4 and it did not have the Uncharted collection. Somebody gave me this code, so that's why I have it digitally and not physically. Obviously, I love Uncharted and played the crap out of these games. I talked about it a little bit in my PS5 because I have the Uncharted collection on PS5, which is 4 and The Lost Legacy. These games I will talk a lot more about when I do go through my PS3 collection because that's when I played them. Wargroove we talked about. Wipeout, that's always a fun little... I don't think I played the Mega collection though. Worms Battlegrounds, I did play that. I am a Worms fan. I think I tried Worms Rumble. That was one of the first PS5 PS Plus games. I didn't like it very much. And there we are. We made it through it. So I play these games. Do I have way more than I'll ever get around to playing? Yes. Will I go get all these digital games physically? No. But will I start getting more physicals? Probably eventually. Like I said, I'm going to wait till things get cheaper, but when I'm out and about, if I see a PS4 game that looks interesting, and I go ahead and get it on now when I can for these 10.5, if it's under 20, I probably will get it because I'm thinking, 20 years in the future, these PS4 games are going to be, hard to find and people are going to want them, and who knows, I'm probably crazy, and then also I like to fill up the backlog, and I will still play PS4 games well into the PS5's life cycle. I have been. I will. Anyways, that is my PS4 collection. I would say if you count these 325 games, which I don't know why some of those PS5 games are showing up in there. I know that some of those have PS5 or PS4 versions, but I obviously didn't have those versions, so maybe that's why they're showing up there. But let's just say 300 games here. I'm close to 100 physically, so 400 PS4 games, which is, I think, pretty dang good. And I will be adding more and more as it comes along, and we'll see how this collection grows next year. Until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.